This is actually one of the most common subtypes, and it's estimated that up to 75% of patients with depression do meet criteria for anxious distress. The second subtype we're going to discuss is major depressive disorder with anxious distress. So, what is this type of subtype? Like, what is the definition of it, Dr. Binus?
Well, I mean, I think the basic thing is that you have the depression, but there's a lot of anxiety along with it. And typically what I've noticed is people that have that anxious distress are often have what we call psychomotor agitation, where they have a hard time, like even sitting still, and they just feel restless, keyed up, on edge, uncomfortable in their skin. Sometimes even like their skin is crawling and they're just very uncomfortable. And so in this situation, you not only want to address the depression, but you want to make sure you're doing it in a way that is also addressing the anxiety.
So this is actually one of the most common subtypes, and it's estimated that up to 75% of patients with depression do meet criteria for anxious distress. So this is an important subtype to identify, in part because patients with anxious distress, will probably likely benefit from some additional anxiety medication. However, they also tend to have higher rates of suicidal ideation than some of the other subtypes. And so it's important to be aware of that fact. And a lot of times when you have that agitated sort of energetic response with the depression, high energy and suicidal ideation don't tend to be a good mix.
No, it can actually be very dangerous. And so it's important to address both of those things. And there are lifestyle things that can really help significantly too. Like, trying to channel some of that anxious energy into exercise can be a great way to actually really handle that sort of depression. And then of course, being really careful with caffeine intake, because caffeine can obviously escalate anxiety, cause more agitation, and even sugar can be a big problem too.